Many investors feel if they could just pick better stocks, their performance would improve. But what if I told you the problem isn't always with the stocks that you're buying? There are two big mistakes that you're probably making that you don't even realize. And if you're making them, it is sabotaging you both emotionally and financially. First, you're buying without being clear on the strategy. Swing trade, position trade, income trade, you're just not clear. And second, you then manage the trade based on rules from a different strategy. Most investing advice makes the decision sound so simple. Find a good stock, buy it, and then give it time. But at VectorVest, we teach it differently. A good stock is only part of the decision. Today, I'll show you what we call the strategy match. The three things that need to line up before a good stock becomes a good buy for you today. Let's get to it. First, you need to define your strategy before you buy. In other words, before you ask, should I buy this stock? You need to ask, is this a swing trade? Is this a position trade? Is this an income trade? Is this something I'm trying to hold longer term? Because the answer changes everything. It changes the entry that you look for. It changes how much room you give your stop price. It changes how long you expect to hold it. And it changes how you judge whether the trade is working. This really clicked for me this year while coaching two different types of investors. For over a decade, I've helped coach investors inside of our Successful Investor Coaching Group, which focuses more on position-style trading, holding stocks weeks to months if possible. But over the last 6 months, I've spent a lot of time inside of our swing trading coaching room, where the focus is on the shorter term, typically holding trades sometimes just for days. What surprised me was that both groups often look for the same type of stock. Comfort Systems, or FIX, is a perfect example of this. It has all the criteria we're looking for. You see here, price is in an overall uptrend with low volatility. It's got rising earnings. It's also got rising earnings growth and rising sales growth. And you can see our proprietary indicators over here, relative value and relative safety, are also above 1 on a 0 to 2 scale. We recently did a whole video about identifying good stocks, and I'll link to that in the description. I'll also put a link in the description for our Safe Stock Selector checklist, which you can download right now and print and put right by your desk. The point here is, even though both groups agree that this is a good stock, they may not buy it the same way. A position trader may be looking at it and say, this is a good stock. I want to hold it as long as possible. Whereas a swing trader may be thinking, this is a good stock that has pulled back. I want to capture some quick gains on bounces like this. Same stock, different strategy, different expectations, different rules. That is why strategy has to come first. If you don't define the strategy before you buy, you are setting yourself up for failure after you buy. Because you'll buy a stock, but manage it based on the rules of a totally different strategy. So yes, before you buy, make sure the stock meets the criteria of a good stock. But you also need to ask, what strategy am I using for this stock? Next, you need to match your entry to the strategy that you pick. Now, before we talk about the differences, let's be clear about what stays the same. Whether you're position trading or swing trading, there are a few constants that we always look for. And if we look back at our example of Comfort Systems, first, the stock should be in an overall strong uptrend. Second, the stock should be moving higher right now. It shouldn't be super volatile with wild swings, so it should have low volatility. And the big one, we need the overall stock market to be in an uptrend. Those are the basics that don't change. The difference is how precise the entry needs to be and what kind of setup you're waiting for. For a position style trade, since the outlook is longer, your entry doesn't need to be as precise. Yes, the entry still matters. For example, we'd avoid buying stocks that are near resistance or moving lower. We typically look for stocks that are showing strength and hitting new highs. For example, one of the times our successful investor portfolio bought Comfort Systems was right here on April 10th. On that day, the overall market was in an uptrend and the stock was hitting a new high. Now, a swing style trader could look at the same stock and still like it, but they may not want the same entry. A swing trader may want the stock to pull back inside of an existing uptrend, find support near an area, such as a moving average or a prior high, and bounce back up like you see right here. Notice the key phrase though, bounce back up. They are still looking for the stock to be rising. They're looking for a shorter term opportunity. So instead of buying the breakout or a new high, they may wait for the stock to pull back like this inside of an existing uptrend and then start to resume the uptrend. Same stock, different entry, both are perfectly valid. The problem isn't that one entry is right and one entry is wrong. The problem is using an entry that doesn't match the strategy that you're actually trading. Then you start thinking, did I buy this too early? Did I miss the move? Should I just wait? Should I chase it? And many times the problem isn't that the stock was bad. The problem is that the entry doesn't match the strategy. So the second part of the strategy match is, once you define the strategy, use that strategy's entry rules. Once you define your strategy and use that strategy's entry rules, the next step is to match your management rules to the strategy that you've selected. This is actually where a lot of investors sabotage themselves. You enter a position style trade, and then a couple of days later, you start judging it like it's a swing trade. It doesn't immediately go in your favor, and then you get nervous. It pulls back a little bit, and you start freaking out. You start second guessing the whole decision. But in reality, the stock might not be doing anything unusual. It's just that your expectations do not match the strategy. A lot of emotional trading ends up being just strategy confusion. If we look back here at Comfort Systems, with a position style trade, your outlook is more bigger picture and longer term. You go into this trade knowing it needs more time and more room to work. Remember, you're not trying to catch every one of these little wiggles in here. You're trying to stay with a strong stock like this as long as possible, as long as it continues to act right. Well, how do you stay with these trades as long as possible? Well, you got to give them a little bit more room to breathe. The way that we do that for this kind of trade is we typically use our VectorVest stop price. Notice when I add that to the stock chart, it does a great job of giving the stock's price enough room to move and work its way from bottom left to upper right, while still giving you a clear line where the trade no longer is acting right. I'll actually put a link in the description for a video that we did that goes into more detail about setting stops and specifically about the VectorVest stop price. I also put a link in the description for a free stock analysis, which you can use to tell you what our calculated stop price is for a stock that you're considering to buy. Now, if we look back at Comfort Systems, from the perspective of a swing trader, the outlook is going to be much shorter. The stock usually needs to work faster. And if the setup that you use to enter the trade fails, you're going to act quicker to exit the trade. So for swing style trades, the stop is usually going to be tighter. You're not going to use the VectorVest stop price and give the stock as much room to breathe. What you'll do is often set your stop around a prior swing low or at a level that would tell you that the setup has failed. Again, neither approach is wrong, but they are different. Let's just do a quick side-by-side comparison of the two. So on the one side, we've got our position style approach. And the other, we've got our swing style approach. The position style approach has got the longer outlook. You're going to want to give it more room to breathe. You're going to have a little bit more patience because you want to give it time to move and do its thing, because that trade's going to be managed around the bigger move. Now, the swing style trade, you're going to have a shorter outlook. You're going to have a tighter leash on the stop. You're going to have a faster judgment on whether the trade's working or not. And it's kind of managed around that entry setup. If it's either going to work or it's not going to work. And then you'll be out if it doesn't. Here's a tip that I found very helpful. Before you enter a trade, know the normal timeline for that strategy. A swing trade would typically work in days to a couple of weeks, whereas a position trade typically takes weeks to months. You don't want to enter a position trade and judge it like a swing trade 2 days later. And you don't want to enter a swing trade and give it a long leash like you would for a position trade. It's like planting crops. Some take a long time to grow, others germinate rather quickly. Trades are the same way. You should know what you planted in your portfolio and then judge it by the right timeline. So before you buy, ask yourself this: what strategy am I using? What entry rules does that strategy require? And how should this trade be managed if it's working or if it doesn't work? That is how you stop letting emotion manage the trade after the fact. You decide the strategy first, then you use the rules that belong to that strategy. If you ever need help, VectorVest was designed specifically for this. Our software was designed to help you answer the 3 big questions every investor should know the answer to for whatever strategy they pick: when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. And the reason that matters is because so many investors blend those decisions together. VectorVest will help you separate those decisions. It'll give you market timing information so you know whether the market supports the buying decision. It'll give you stock analysis and searches to help you find stocks that meet the buying checklist, that are good stocks for your strategy. And it'll give you stop guidance so you know when the trade is not working right. Plus, we have coaching groups to help you implement the system based on the type of investor you are and the strategy you have selected. Our Successful Investor group is designed to help you with more of a position style investment approach, targets a 15% annual rate of return. In fact, this year is up over 20% year to date. Our swing trading coaching group is already up over 30% this year and has averaged about 30% over the last few years since it was created. While those results are not guarantees, they do show what can happen when you stop treating every good stock the same way. Because just having a good stock is not the whole decision. Because the question is whether the stock, the strategy, the entry, and the exit rules all line up. If you want VectorVest to help you make those decisions with more confidence and more discipline, use the link in the description below. We look forward to working with you, and God willing, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Yeah.